Friends, what's going on, no quitters? How you guys doing today? Happy New Year's if you're watching this video, if you're watching it live or recorded. It doesn't matter what time you're watching this, morning, night. So I'm actually making this video today. We're gonna be talking about my goals for 2017. I've always take the first day of the year to reflect on my goals, on the stuff that I have planned to make happen. So I'm actually over here. Before we go into the office, I'm gonna go into the office. We'll talk about my goal for this year real quick. But before I do that, this is not one of my goals for this year. I'm not planning to have any more babies, I promise. So I gotta finish up fixing this for my daughter, for my young daughter, and then I'm gonna go to the office real quick and we'll talk about my goals for 2000. I'm testing to see if it's all right. We're gonna be talking about my goals for 2017. So what's your goals? You know, I just came from church earlier and I spoke about my spiritual goals. So for those of you that follow me on YouTube, surely I'm done with the bottle, so I put it out there for you. So we're gonna be talking about my goals when it comes to business wise. You know, what are my goals? What are the things that I wanna do this year? So what's your goals if you're watching? You know, what are the things that you want to accomplish this year? So with our goals, the reason why you want to set up goals, goal setting is one of the most powerful lessons that I've learned so far building my own business. Ever since I've learned to set my goals, it changed everything. You know, goal setting changed everything for me. Because if you don't have any goals, you more likely won't get anywhere. So, if you guys look here, I have this board that I write stuff on all day that comes to my mind. And this is like a mini board. This is called a daily action plan. So every single day, I have stuff on this board. I know it's kind of upside down to you guys. I have to flip the camera so you guys can see it the right way. But we're gonna be talking about my goals here, okay? In this video. Earlier, I sat down with the wife, wrote down some of the goals. I'll talk about some of the stuff that I accomplished this year and some of the new goals that I have set up for this year. So last year, 2016, those are my goals. I'll go over them real quick. Some of the stuff that I accomplished and some of the stuff that I did not accomplish. So I'm looking for 2017 to be a great year. So let's talk to me, guys. What's going on? Who's live with me? Nicholas is live. If you're watching live, leave a comment. Let me know what's going on, guys. Where are you guys watching from? And are you guys excited for 2017? By the way, guys, Happy New Year to all of you that follows my stuff, all of you that are friends on Facebook, YouTube, wherever that you're watching this. Happy New Year. Okay, so now the way that I break down my goals is that I have spiritual goals, which is usually the first goal that I set for the year. I set my spiritual goals where I need to be spiritually, and then I break down my goals in sections. So I don't just have a list of goals. Like some people just set up a goal. Like you don't want to be one of those people who set up goals at the beginning of the year and then they forget it till December. And then when this first is coming again, they're gonna set up this new goals. They get excited again, but they never really go over the old goals to see if they accomplish anything. So it's just set goals to set goals. So the key is to keep your goals with you throughout the whole year, and you read them every single day to see where you are, what can you do better, what are you achieving, what are you pushing for. So the way that I break down my goals, okay? I break down my goal in 3 sections. It's work. I have them here, so I'll read from that. I have work, home, and social, okay? What am I gonna be doing for work? So what I tweaked this year, instead of saying work, what I've from reading and from, you know, one of my mentors kind of pointed that to me, is that one of the mistakes that I was making is I was building my goals based on task oriented, because I say to work, like for example, like last year, one of my goals for work, goal number 1 was for me to create a new product every 3 months I needed to build my coaching site, get 10 new clients every month, have in my possession $1 million in the bank account. That was last year. I write my first real book. I hosted, I take my e-commerce business to $1 million. And then I get coaching with a specific person that I had in mind. That was my goal for work, okay? Now, what I did this year that's different than last year, I just finished writing my goals. Instead of work, because the way that you say things sometimes has a big impact on the way that you produce. So instead of saying work now, this year I'm focusing in 2017, I base my goal on results, okay? Because if you're task oriented, you're only gonna focus on the task, which is what I did, which is saying something like, oh, I create a new product. That's just a task. You know, there's no results behind it. Yes, there's gonna be results of me creating a new product every 3 months, but if you wanna get results, what you wanna do is to set up your goal on a results oriented versus, you know, just a task oriented. So to me now, my goal, my results oriented goal this year is, and then I write my goal in the past. So instead of writing, I'm going to hate, you know, I'm gonna create 3 products, I'm just gonna say I created. So I kind of write them in the past just to give to your subconscious mind that this is something that you did. It's not actually something that you're trying to do, but this is something that you did. So my goal for 2017, results oriented, is that I sold 2,000 copies in my new course called YT Profit Maximizer. So I've already see it, it's already happening in my mind. So I just gotta go out there and do it. So every day before the time comes, before I launch this, I'm gonna keep saying to myself, I sold 2,000 copies of the my YT Profit Maximizer course, okay? That's my number 1 goal in results, okay? My number 2 goal is that I help 10 students get to $20,000 to $100,000 a month with their business for 2017. So I helped. It's in the past. The way that you set your goal is that I helped, that you already did it. Because what's gonna happen in your subconscious mind, whenever you say your goal, it's like, oh, this is something you did, and it's gonna find ways to come to life. You know, I wrote and published my first real book. Now I have a bunch of ebooks. This is gonna be my first real book, and I'm gonna publish that by January 1st. I'm really excited about that. I'm still working on the last couple of chapters. That's gonna be pretty awesome. I've always think about, you know, writing my own book, and that's gonna be pretty awesome, okay? And then I hosted my first event successfully and 2 more. You know, that's another goal of mine. I wanna host my first event where entrepreneurs can actually come. They can learn from me. They can learn from my partners, different people. That's gonna be at that event where you can learn how to create income using the internet, different business model for yourself. I think that's gonna be pretty fun. You know, let me know if you guys are excited about any of these goals that I have. Hosted the first event, and then my goal number 5 on the results part is to establish my e-commerce business. Did $1 million. So my e-commerce business did $1 million in between Shopify and Amazon. So that's gonna be another goal to hate. So you set your goal in a way that it's already done in your mind, okay? And number 6 on my goal for results is that I establish relationship with new mentors, which I told you guys I'm actually traveling in a couple of weeks to meet with one of my mentor that's gonna teach me exactly how he's doing 40K a month using YouTube traffic, and he's getting, you know, his list is over 100,000 just straight up from YouTube. I'm doing it on a smaller scale. I told you guys a lot of time I'm getting about 100, now it's like 200 leads a day for free from YouTube, but I want to see what this guy's doing. So my goal is to acquire new mentors this year. And in the way you acquire mentors, you gotta either buy the program, buy the coaching, and see what they're doing. I think it's the fastest way that you can learn anything that you're trying to learn is to get mentors, people who's actually been doing what you're trying to do, and they can give you pointers on exactly how you could do it. So I'm looking to establish new relationship with new mentors this year. My goal, I have 5 people in line that I want to get into the mentorship. So I'm starting the first one in a couple of weeks in January and establish a relationship with those people. And then goal number 7 for results is I reach 100,000 subscribers, and I'm getting 16,666 views a day with YouTube, and I'm also making $200 a day with Google AdSense. So $200 a day, about $6,000 a month with just YouTube alone. That's gonna be my goal for 2017. Right now, I just crossed 15,000 subscribers. So thank you for subscribing. You that watch my stuff, you like it, you share it. I truly, really want to say that I appreciate you. Hopefully I can drop some value in your life that can help you take yourself to the next level. So that's my goal, is to reach 100,000 subscribers, and I want to do it by April, really, because I feel like we can grow a lot faster. So if you watch my stuff, you can share with a friend, invite someone. I'm gonna keep dropping values and keep helping you take yourself to the next level. Okay, and goal number 8 for results is that I reach, remember what I said, guys, write your goal in the past like it's already happened. I reached $2 million in revenue by December of 2017. That's my goal, reach $2 million in revenue by December of 2017 with my online business. Okay, so next goal that I have is personal. So I break it down. Those were results goals. Now personal, what I really want to do this year, I want to clear out all my debt, student loans. I did a post the other day about how I want to burn my college degree, and I know it's going to offend a lot of people, specifically my parents, and other people who are school fanatics and stuff like that. And lo and behold, like, people started reacting to it, and people don't understand that I've been to both sides of the spectrum. You know, I spent a lot of years in school. I spent a lot of money. I did a lot of study. I spent a lot of nights, studying for tests. That I'm just one of the unlucky one. And there's so many of us out there who profit. And I wouldn't say school didn't teach me anything, because as a human being, you will learn from whatever place that you went. Like, you will learn, you are based and designed for that. And that's what happened with a lot of people. They stop learning after they leave college or leave high school, so therefore they stop growing. But as a human being, like, if you take me right now, I go to China, I promise you in the next 6 months, I'm gonna speak Chinese. Right? If you take me to Germany and I stayed there for a couple of years, I promise you when I come back, I will start speaking Germany, because that's how the human brain is wired. You are wired to learn. You're gonna learn through any environment that you find yourself in, but it's the productivity that's what matters. Or what am I gonna do with the stuff that I learned? Like, I went to college, or like a lot of people went to college, they cannot produce the value that they really want out of their lives from the stuff they learn in the classroom. And that's what I really was meeting through, I'm gonna burn my degrees, because they don't make me anything. The reason I went to school for, they don't make me any dime. Like, literally, I've spent about 8 years in college. I made nothing out of it. I spent about 4 years building my business on the internet. I've made 7 figures using just the internet. So, I mean, literally, guys, it's debatable for other people, but I'm just one of those unlucky one. And then there's so many people out there who's been hurt by the system, that has so many loans they gotta repay, and they don't even know what the heck they're gonna be doing. But my goal this year, one of the personal goals, is to clear out all debt by July 2017. I want to pay every bit of debt that I have and be debt free. That I don't owe anyone nothing. Okay, and I want to get our credit to 750. That's another personal goal. We're working on that right now. And then a personal goal I have of mine is to take my wife out monthly on a date. On a monthly date. So we're looking at 12 dates every month. It's really good for the relationship, get us to keep rekindle stuff. And I did a video. If you're watching this video, I did a video today. I probably haven't posted on YouTube. I'll post it tomorrow. I did a video with my wife. It's actually pretty cool, because we actually play a game in there where we choose what country that we're gonna visit this year. And she chose one and I chose. It's kind of pretty cool. I mean, you guys can watch the video. I'll put the link in the description if you're watching this at a later time. to the other video that we did, but I think it's gonna be pretty fun. So we're looking to go on 1 date a month, and then a date with the kids. So we're looking for a date with the kids, and I'm looking to care better. That's another goal of mine. And then another goal is we're gonna get a new car this year because the family is increasing, so we have the need for a new car. I won't tell you guys what I'm gonna get yet, but it's gonna be something cool. So we're gonna get a new car this year. And then another personal goal is that I read 1 book a week. Okay, 1 book a week. Now it's a lot of books to read, but it's 52 already, so we got 54 books for the year. So I'm looking to read anywhere between 40 to 50 books for this year, you know. So I'm looking to read about a book a week. The reason why you want to read a lot, what do you guys want me to go? Rio? Someone said they want me to travel to Rio this year. Follow this video. We actually give exactly where we're gonna be going this year. There's a couple of exotic places. It's nothing business related. It's just family, just having fun. It's gonna be pretty cool. And then I want to read 1 book a week. The reason why you want to read is because by increasing your knowledge, it's gonna get easier for you to learn new things. Like, you're gonna stress your mind to learn. There's so much. Someone said that, you know, people are wondering, how can I be successful? How can I do this? How can I gain more confidence? Whatever that you want to gain, there's a book written on it. More likely you can find it at the library, but yet most people don't have a library card. You know, most people don't have a library card. So therefore, people are not even reading. They want the secret, but the books have the secrets from other people who's been successful in exactly how they did it, and they want to share it with people, but yet people are not reading. So you want to make it a goal that you're gonna read this year. And my next goals, the next category, so we went from results, social, personal, and then social. Social is that I will let loose let loose, go hard, next level this year. So this year we're gonna get loose. Like, if you've seen my video and you've seen me excited, when you see my video, I'm gonna be excited to a whole next level. Like, we have power inside of us, and when we grow to that level, it's like you let loose, like to the full capacity, so the full ability that God places inside of you. Let loose. That's one of my goals this year. I want to do things without thinking of what other people thinks about it, or what would my peers thinks about it. I want to let loose. I want to be me. I want to go to a whole next level. Like, I want to go hard. Like, I'm doing this life, I'm doing it for me. Like, I'm doing it to push. I'm doing it to share with you, to help you understand that setting goals is one of the powerful things you can actually do for yourself, your family, your business, you know, your life, your spiritual life, your personal life. But at the same time, the goal is to let loose, like go nuts, like do something that I thought that was impossible, do something that is extraordinary, that's like, oh my God, like people will see it and say, wow, I just couldn't believe this guy would do it. That's what I want to do this year. I want to let loose. That's one of the goals on social. And then socially, I will easily get 100,000 fans on my Facebook fan page. I told you guys I'm gonna be transitioning from YouTube. My focus at the end of this year was to blow up YouTube, which I figured out exactly how to do. Now we're taking it to Facebook. So I have a Facebook fan page. If you haven't, Happy New Year. Someone just said Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Andy. So if you don't have multitasking all day, no, we're gonna go. Thanks for the bow tie, John Tass said we're gonna multitask all day. Matter of fact, this year I'm looking to do less. I'm looking to do less in single tasks because I want to have a single focus this year. I'm not looking to multitask. I did that last year. This year, I'm looking to outsource. I'm looking to outsource people to do some of the tasks that I don't want to do. Like right now, I don't upload any of my videos. I don't do the thumbnails. I have someone doing it. Uploading on my blogs, I have someone doing it. My goal is to outsource as much as I can, and I can focus into doing what I love, which is doing videos like this one, interacting with my clients, oversee my business. I want to take myself out of my business. I don't want to work in my business, but I just want to oversee it. So that's one of my goals this year, is to outsource people to actually work for me instead of me having to kill myself and do everything. So I already have that in process in this movement. So if you're building a business and you're creating enough capital, you want to give yourself the freedom, because as a one person, there's so much you could do. If you really want to grow to the next level, you don't want to be multitasking and doing everything. Even though, in our heads, we teach ourselves, oh man, I could do this better than anybody else. It might be true, but I'd rather get an 80% from somebody else and get my time. Because time is the most valuable assets that we have. I want to go spend time with my family. You guys know I have 3 beautiful girls plus my wife. I want to be able to spend time with my family, do fun things, travel, enjoy my life, and I want to build a business around it where I can get people doing different things. And that's what you want to do. That's one of my goals also for this year. So I want to get our Facebook fan page to 100,000 subscribers, 100,000 fans likes. I'm going to be working on that really, really hard. I'll be doing a lot of Facebook paid ads just to drive the traffic. I will easily get 50,000 followers on Instagram. I've been really neglecting Instagram. I haven't really paid much attention to it, but this year I have about almost 10,000 followers on Instagram. I think it's 9,000. This year my goal is to get it to 50,000 followers on Instagram. Okay, I will easily get 100,000 subscribers to my list. I started a new list that we started to pick up from YouTube, which is growing pretty great. Like right now, I think it's at 29,000 people in the last 3-4 months. So in the last 4 months, we built about 29,000 people on that list. My goal is to take it to 100,000 people on that list by the end of this year, which I think is pretty possible. We could do that. So 100,000 subscribers on the list. And then my social goal, I have easily reached 6 million views on YouTube. We've reached 1.4 million right now. It's 1.5 million so far. Ever since we've been growing fast, we reached like 400,000 in about a couple of months. So now my goal is to reach 6 million. I'm looking to reach 6 million people with my videos, with my message next year. And I'm going to implementing some paid strategy and paid advertising a lot to get to that goal. So 6 million views next year that I'm looking to hit. And then I have easily, number 6, I have easily reached 2 million blog views. For those of you that don't follow my blog, if you go to catercormier.net, this is where I host my blog. So this year I'm looking to reach 2 million people through my blog. So I blog, I do SEO and different stuff. So if you're not into blogging, that's cool. You can check out my blog. I have a lot of great stuff on there. So this year I'm looking, right now we're getting about 5,000 visitors a month. No, is it 5? I think it's 5. It's either, I have to look at the data again. I forgot the data. I think we're getting about 15,000, not 5,000 a month. We're getting about 15,000 people that's coming to the blog every month. So I want to get ourselves 2 million blog views in 2017 of people that actually goes to my blog. I will upload this year. I will upload 365 videos on my YouTube channel. That's a promise. I do this video so I can keep myself accountable, because if I put it out there, it must be done. Like people say, hey Cater, how do you have time to create all this video? I mean, it take me 15 minutes. 11 minutes, 10 minutes. People think I spend the whole day doing video. It's only 15 minutes of my day. I got the whole rest of the hours to do whatever. I have some videos that's probably 30 minutes, 40 minutes long, tap. You would find a video, but that's about it. After that, I have the rest of my day to run my business and do what I gotta do. So I love video because it gives me that instant communication, and you guys can see, they said that a picture is worth 1,000 words. About a video is, if you speak fast, it's worth 1,000,000. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, there's so much you could do in a video. There's so much you can say. It's so much more powerful, and specifically with live now, it's even better. What else? I will have 365 videos this year on my YouTube channel. I will outsource 75% of my business. So 75% of my business this year will be outsourced. I'm only gonna be doing about 25% of it. So the task that I love doing, which is like making videos, I can't outsource that. Like I can't have someone speaking what I'm saying right now because they don't have my brain or they don't know what I'm doing. So, but there's other stuff like menial tasks, like posting on my blog, posting on Instagram, posting on all my Facebook, you know, having someone to check my emails, sending emails back, doing customer service and stuff like that. I'm outsourcing all of that stuff because I don't want to do those little tasks that I can focus on, you know, strategy. You know, you want to be a strategist, not someone who's task oriented. Like a lot of people, they are task oriented. They're just looking for specific results. But a strategist, they're looking at the big picture. They're looking at how we're going to impact the world on a bigger scale. How can I take my business to a whole next level this year on a way bigger scale than I ever took it before? So that's where you're looking at going. Outsourcing all of that. And then my health and fitness goal, I want to complete a 7 days vegan challenge this year. The 7 days vegan challenge. You know, if you're gonna get wealthier, you gotta get healthier, because what is wealth without health? And you know, if you're trying to build this business, you're trying to take yourself to the next level, you gotta be healthy to enjoy this stuff. So you know, I'm looking to go vegan all the way, like stop eating meat. I'm looking to stop eating meat this year, so I'm gonna start cutting it down little by little. But I'm starting a 7 days vegan challenge, and then my goal is to lose 30 pounds of fat and be 185 pounds of pure muscle. So I'm gonna be doing that by going out to the gym 5 days a week. You know, good thing I don't have to travel, commute to the gym, and you know, it's just get up and go to the gym. So it's not too bad for me. I know I could do that. And then I want to replace juices with water. So this year I don't want to drink any juice, cut out on the sugar, and I would just want to drink just water. All right. And then my goal for vacation, we going to, I'm not going to tell you because I want you guys to watch the video, so it could be a surprise to you guys. But there's 2 exotic locations that me and my wife plan to go this year. It's going to be pretty amazing. So we're going to take 2 trips to different countries outside of the United States. That's going to be pretty fun. And then we want to go to one Les Brown. We want to go to a Les Brown event. And we also want to go to a ET event this year. So those are my goals for 2017. I just break it down to you guys, the stuff that I'm going to be working on and how do I expect to make this stuff happen. So let me know, did you guys set up your goals already? What are your goals for 2017? Is this stuff helping you? You know, if I share my goals with you. So 2016, you know, some of my goals I hit in 2016. Some of my goals I didn't hit. So I'm going to still work on them and get better. But anyway, let me know if this stuff, is this stuff helping you guys? Do you guys see the importance of reaching a goal, like of setting up goals for yourself, right? And then I do a lot of motivational stuff in the morning to help me wake up. I have a morning ritual that I follow every single day. One of my mentors actually prescribed it to me, and I followed it ever since, and it's been helping me big time. Like when I wake up in the morning, the things that I say to myself, you know, the empowering questions that I ask myself to get my mind going into the right direction. You know, asking myself stuff like, what am I grateful for? What am I excited about? You know, what am I proud of? What am I passionate about? You know, what do I enjoy most? What am I committed to? You know, who do I love and who love me? Those type of questions I ask myself in the morning just to reassure myself of what I'm here for. Like, you know, why am I on this planet? What are the goals? What are the dreams? What are the stuff that I want to accomplish? And, you know, those are some of the things that I've done this year that helps me. Having a daily routine, a daily ritual, added that to my daily routine is pretty powerful, because the first thing when you wake up in the morning is to give yourself those incantation. You know, incantation is those things that you say to yourself that in a way that is going to become a reality in your life, because you keep saying those things to yourself, and you keep seeing them appearing in your life. Like stuff like, I'm a leader. If you're trying to increase your confidence, saying to yourself that you're a leader. Like a lot of us, we have, if you always refer to yourself in the wrong way, like, some of us would doubt ourselves a lot of the time. Someone would say, hey, we good at this stuff, and we say, no, I'm not that good, I'm just okay. Or someone would say, hey, you pretty, but then your answer is like, oh no, I'm not. Or, the way that you see yourself, you just programming your mind that you're not worth it. So all of these little details, like, sometimes we're missing under the surface, and these are all part of helping you grow to a whole next level. So I was talking to my brother earlier, and we was talking about reaching our goals and dreams, and you gotta understand that success is not just in one area of life. Like, someone says, hey, I just want to get rich and everything will be great. And it's not so true. Like, you can have money, but what's the point if you have millions of dollars and you're so fat, like, you can't even get up from your bed? Like, you can't enjoy that money. Like, you have 10 million bucks, but you are so sick, you're so fat, you're not healthy physically, you feel ill, like, you have to be at the hospital, you're on pills and everything. So what's the point of having the money? And at the same time, what's the point of you being so fit and then, but you broke? Like, you're not broke physically, you're looking great, but you're broke. You don't know how to create income. You can't take no vacation. You don't know how to get, you can't provide the best things for your life. So I mean, it's all balance. And if you have all these things and you don't have a spiritual life, or your social life sucks, or you have a bad relationship with your kids, your wife, or your husband, if you're a woman watching this, you gotta have some type of goals that set some types of value in everything, where you can balance, because it's all about balance. Life is all about balance. I remember Jim Rohn said something of that matter, like, life is everything getting out of balance, and your goal is to put it right back in balance. So it's not like everything will be balanced forever. Your goal is to always come back and put whatever out of balance, put it back in balance. But anyway, guys, do you guys have any questions? Yo, we're gonna go hard. Victor said we're gonna go hard in 2017, man. We're gonna go hard, baby. We're gonna go hard, man. Like, this year, I wanna do the unthinkable for myself, okay? Like, you gotta think about how you gonna impress yourself. I'm not trying to impress the people on Facebook. I'm not trying to impress anybody else. I'm trying to impress myself. And you don't want to leave with keeping up with the Joneses. You want to impress yourself. This year, go hard for yourself. Go hard for your family. Prove yourself that you can do it. Prove yourself you can reach a next level. Prove to yourself that you can go to a whole next level that you never even thought was possible. Push through the limits. There's going to be some trials. There's going to be some craziness. But push through the limits and make this stuff happen for you. I'm going to be here to cheer you on. Let me know of your results. Say what's up. Say, hey, you know what, Cater? You said something that impacted my business, and boom, this is the type of results that I got from using some of your strategy. Or if anything helps you, feel free to give me some feedback. Let me know how I'm doing. Is this stuff helping you? Should I keep doing it? Or should I just focus on blow up myself? Or should I keep giving you feedback and helping you understand and how you can take yourself to the next level, as I'm in the process of going to the next level myself? But if you guys have any questions, let me know. Looks like you guys are cool. So happy New Year to all of you, from my family to your family. Just want to say I appreciate you guys. And if you do find value in this video, feel free to share it. Feel free to like it. Leave a comment below. Let me know your thought, how you feel about it. That was Cater. Happy New Year, guys. Let's go crush it this year. It's our year. Let's take it to a whole next level that has never been done before. I'll see you guys on the next one. See you guys later. Bye.